That's good. That's the first thing he came in complaining about.
Tanner, you talk to you guys lose another starter. Well, T-Bate is out today.
Yes, sir.
Savion goes down. You guys still hold him to 14 points, another 2 touchdown win. How big is it for those guys on that side of the ball just keep rising to the challenge?
It's becoming a thing with us, really, just next man up, regardless of the situation. Like, props to Betty tonight, props to JPL tonight. They, regardless of how much they played throughout the season, every day of practice, they come out, they prepare like they're about to play in the game. So, just bringing that to the field, them boys, they did a good job. They did a hell of a job.
Coach Dorn talked a little bit about this, but you guys, prepared for a very different style quarterback.
Right.
You kind of had to adjust. Just how are you guys kind of able to do that, to adjust? What is it about this team and this coaching staff that allows that to happen?
Oh, we trust our coaches. We don't waver what they say. We don't argue with what they say. Our defense in the whole, we have full faith in Coach Gibson. So whatever he wants us to do when we go out there, we're going to do it 110%. So, I mean, as far as just adjustment-wise, the coaches, they make what they have to do, and then they tell us to do it, and we execute it. That's all it is.
There was a lot of talk preseason about the expectations for this team. Where you guys are right now, a game away from taking first place in the Atlantic Division. Is this where you expect it to be?
Yes, sir. This is what we work for. You feel me? We throughout the summer we work. This is what we work for. We wanna win a championship, and if we don't expect to be here when we start the season, then it's no point in starting one.
You got Devin throwing the ball like he is and reaching the end zone as consistently as he is. How much energy does that give you and the rest of the defense whenever it's your turn on the field?
Oh man, it's like watching an artist out there. Literally, he just be dotting people up, man. It just keeps up the morale. It allows us to get a break. Literally does a great job managing the ball, so it allows us to be not winded when we go back on the field. Yes, sir.
How do you, even though everyone knows how the importance of the game next week, how do you guys approach this week? Stay in the same work at the same consistency, not get too ahead of yourselves?
One day at a time. Just Coach always says it, be where your feet at. So when we wake up tomorrow and we watch the film, we're gonna be on the film. We're gonna watch the film. We're gonna correct what we need to do, and then we're just gonna move on.
Coach Dorn just talked about being able to beat Clemson, beat Florida State in the same year, and how that is special for this team. You've obviously been around for a while. How much does that mean to be able to get those wins against those two, big ACC power?
It means a lot, especially that Clemson win, just because since I've been here, we have yet to beat them until this year. So, I mean, it's just exciting to see our team progress. It's exciting to see where NC State is going with our football program.
I think you probably put on like the biggest hit that Drake Thomas has felt this year. And I saw you guys, you apologize and everything, but he did look a little shook up. What was that moment like? Were you guys kind of able to joke it off? And was he like, dude, where am I?
He was just like, I'm good. And then he ain't want to talk to me after that. The next play, man, they was running tempo, so we didn't really have time to talk about it. I just spoke to him in the locker room, though. He was like, man, I didn't know what was going on for a second.
What was the mood in the locker room? I mean, this was the next game, an important road win. Obviously, there's still a lot of football left, but it just feels like this was a must-need. You got to win this game.
Yes.
What was the mood like in the locker room when you guys got back in there?
Happy, just like any other one, man. It's hard to win in the ACC. It's hard to win in college football in general. So, we go in there and we're going to celebrate every win like we can.
They kind of had you on your heels a little bit in the third quarter after the onside kick, and then had to go out on the field. Was there a moment that the defense kind of rallied together after that, or did just kind of stay the course?
Just stay the course. We had to get back to what we were doing in the beginning of the game. It was a time where we had them. We kept getting them on third and short. So we were putting ourselves in a bad position. In the beginning of the game, we had them at third and long most of the time. So that's why we were getting off the field. Just overall, like we just had to go back to what we was doing, make sure we win first down, and then from there we go on.
Let's let him go take a couple shots.